I'm still very fearful of them, but I'm doing them anyway.
You wanna hot body? You wanna Bugatti? You wanna Maserati? You better work. You wanna Lamborghini? Sip martinis, look hot in a bikini. You better work. You wanna live fancy, live in a big mansion, party in France. You better work. You better work. You better work. You better work. Now get to work. Now get to work.
Wow. I think when you're in your 20s, you think where you're going to be at when you're 40, and you know what kind of house you'll have, or how many kids you'll have, or what kind of job you'll have. And the other things, you know, weren't quite where I wanted them to be. Even my physical health. Again, when you're in your 20s, you think you're going to always look like that, and that wasn't so true. After having that fifth baby, the weight didn't come off, so I was the biggest I'd ever been. Have one bag that's just full of chocolate. That was just nothing but snacks for the whole week, and having the other coach just look at me going, "What are you doing?" And I was like, well, stress, you know, the coaching, you know, I just, you know, the stress of coaching, and I was like, wow, I've got to change this. That's not normal to have a whole suitcase full of chocolate. I've been thinking about trying to get in shape for 3 years. I even ordered a P90X, but then that wasn't a good sign. I was eating ice cream when I ordered it. And it's still in the box under the bed. I still haven't opened it up. So, just meeting the right people. And I'm a kinesiology major. I have the knowledge and the background to create my own workout program, my own meal plan. But it was just nice to go and be a part of something else. And Elite Physiques has really helped me. And I was so fortunate to kind of get hooked up with them. Because it's a team atmosphere. Even though this is very individual, I'm only competing against myself from yesterday. I want tomorrow to be better. It's a very team atmosphere, and even at 40, you miss that, and it felt good to be a part of that, and they are my motivation. My first steps to get involved with fitness training came, I guess, in last year. It'll be a year in February. I had an initial meeting with Lauren and Aaron, the people that run Elite Physiques, and I had to go buy a swimsuit because I don't have one. And they take those before photos that are awfully embarrassing, and so I went and bought a swimsuit and took those photos. And when I met with them, I had gotten skinny though. I was 185 in the summer around July, and that's when I decided I want to lose weight. And I got down to about 150, 145 around Christmas time, and I thought skinny isn't healthy. I wanted to be strong, and I wanted to be healthy, so that's when I met with them. And I wish I had met with them earlier, because I lost a lot of muscle also when I was losing weight, and muscle is so hard to put on. I thought I was going in with an advantage of being lean, but the people who went in heavier than me, they looked better than me in a few months because they already had more muscle. And the lean down part, believe it or not, is really the easiest part of this whole thing. So that was a little intimidating to wear the swimsuit and take the photos, but it was a good start. And they gave me a meal plan and a workout program, and I did it for 6 weeks. And then I went back in and take more photos, more measurements of your body fat, and they were kind of shocked to see my body respond that fast. And then got a new program. And so every 6 weeks I just go in and get reevaluated and get a new program. In fact, it's time for me to go back in right now, and I'm kind of dragging my feet because the holidays I ate a little bit too much. So I was like, give me a few more weeks and I'll be ready to get a new evaluation. I cook nutritious meals for them, and some of them don't eat very much about it. My oldest son is good. He and my oldest daughter, those two are really But those are also my two children that are most interested in athletics right now too. So they are on board with the nutrition. My husband, not so much. You know, it's he can't physically do a lot, so you know, food is pleasure for a lot of people, and that's hard to take that part away from him. He's said he's going to do better now that, you know, his New Year resolution. A friend of his from Chicago has lost like 200 pounds and sent a picture this morning holding up his jeans that were like 3 times bigger than he is now. So it's, I think since somebody close to him, other than me, me's not good enough, but other than me, I think he's going to be motivated to lose some weight too. But it's really hard since he's not as active. But it's a process with the kids. We make sweet potato cookies, and they're like, but they're pretty good. Sweet potato waffles. There's sweet potatoes. It's like the best food. You can do so many things with sweet potatoes. They do love sweet potato fries. We bake them, spray them with olive oil, and sprinkle some sea salt on them. I can get almost all the kids to do that. So that is a process. We're working on it slowly. I think my fitness future is my goal is to compete at least one more year and do the Muscle Mania Tour here in Texas. Possibly, if I feel really good about where I'm at, the Fitness America's in Las Vegas. A lot of my team members from Elite Physiques did it this past year, and I did not. That might be a good goal if I feel like everything's going well and I can stay healthy and not have injuries. I'm still nursing some injuries from college, and I should have taken care of them back then, but just to train through those, and that would be good. And functional fitness, like with CrossFit, some of their competitions, that looks really interesting. I'm worried about the jumping part with my knee, and that's why I haven't pursued that route, but I have some friends that do that, and they have a lot of fun. But I think staying in a group somewhat with your fitness is a key to success. Doing it by yourself is sometimes lonely, and getting friends or having teammates, I think, is the key to having a long-term fitness. I would say I would get a personal trainer and a nutritionist, someone who's going to check in with you, that you've put money on the table, you've got skin on the table, you're involved, you're invested, and you don't want to show back up in 6 weeks and look bad. So I would say you have to have some accountability, whether it's a friend, but the nutrition, you know, people will say it's 70 to 80%, and it's true. Abs are not made in the gym, they're made in the kitchen. It is so much about what you eat, and you're just spinning your wheels in here. That's probably the biggest thing I see happen is people come into this gym and they're doing nothing but cardio, lots and lots and lots of cardio, and they don't hit the weights at all, and they look the same. And they've been coming in here as long as I have, and their body hasn't changed. And I think people need to do more weights. It's a lot of good nutrition, a lot of weights, and just a little bit of cardio. Well, just the nutrition part. Sometimes, like when you're out to eat with family or friends, and you're like a social geek kind of when you're trying to, and I never leave the house usually without a cooler, so I have a meal already pre-made or packed, and I may bring it into the restaurant if the restaurant doesn't have anything that I could possibly choose from. So some of those awkwardness, you just have to get over that. But the actual come down to the fitness competitions, there's so much you do in preparation for that event with the diuretics and just depleting your water that you look great that day of the show. But that's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of not real. You're not going to look like that every day. And I think you have, as a competitor, you have to realize that, because you have to drink lots of water when you're working out, and that's very healthy. And you're not drinking water that last day just to get that extra leanness in the skin next to the muscle. So you just have to get it over your head that you're going to be heavier in the next couple of weeks than you are when you're on competition day. It definitely was something personal I had to get over. Was my fear of just being on stage, my fear of being up in front of other people, and doing this and building a more confident physique for me allowed me to get up and do some public speaking. I just got back from being at the AVCA convention and speaking on a panel. I spoke in front of my school convocations in front of thousands of teachers this past year also. And in April, this past August, I did the color commentating for Comcast with a live volleyball match. I would have never done those things, and having a better, healthy body.